Any aficionado of the Wild West or a few old country songs could give you a few vivid examples of why guns inside bars can generally be a bad idea. Yet Tennessee recently joined 3 other states that explicitly allowed firearms inside places where booze is served. And the women we meet tonight say there is a need for this law and explain why to Chris Bury.
In Nashville, the honky-tonks are hopping, the beer flowing.
The best turn town in the USA is Boogie Boogie, Tennessee.
And Nikki Gosser is getting ready for a night on the town. Her constant companions, an ammunition clip in her pocket, and a loaded .38 Smith & Wesson revolver that slips into a hidden pouch in her purse.
You know what? We need to be protected, because bad guys are going to carry their guns.
On this night, Nikki is meeting friends at a Nashville bar and restaurant.
How many of you at this table have concealed weapons right now? 3 people here at your table packing weapons.
I want more than a cell phone and a prayer. I want more than that. I want the ability to save my own life.
Tennessee's new law explicitly allows handguns even in places where alcohol is served, as long as the gun toters hold state permits. Similar laws are now on the books in Arizona, Georgia, Virginia, and Maine. The catch is no drinking while you're packing a gun.
Is it a good idea to mix guns and alcohol?
There is absolutely no alcohol being mixed with guns at this table. All of us are drinking non-alcoholic beverages because we're law-abiding citizens.
Nikki Gosser is convinced she is safer in this bar with that gun in her purse.
The police they're not going to be there in enough time. They're going to be there in just enough time to put up the crime scene tape and take pictures of your loved one. I know because I've been there.
Indeed, she has. In April 2009, Nikki and her husband Ben were running a karaoke night at Johnny's Sports Bar when a man bothering her was asked to leave.
He pulled out a gun and shot my husband multiple times right in front of me.
At the time her husband was killed, Tennessee law banned guns from all places serving alcohol.
I had to leave my permitted legal weapon locked in my vehicle that night, and I'll probably wonder for the rest of my life if I could have saved Ben.
It's a smaller gun. It's perfect for pocket carry. It's perfect for concealed carry.
Gun shop owner Philip Arrington tells us the new law has spurred sales of small guns. And he teaches owners how to use concealed weapons, like the one Nikki carries.
What she'll do is with her hand in the purse, she'll simply lunge toward the target and fire it, just like that right there.
To legally carry handguns, including concealed ones, Tennessee residents need to be 21, free of felony convictions, and complete 8 hours of training.
You think I'm ready to handle a loaded weapon now?
I think you are.
After a few lessons, even a complete novice like me can hit a stationary target under carefully controlled conditions.
You ready? Fire. Okay.
Not going to win any marksmanship awards, but it would hit the target.
You stopped him. You stopped the threat. Both of those shots, first time you've ever shot a handgun, you've stopped the threat immediately.
But to fire a gun at someone, the threat must only be perceived as deadly.
If someone is, let's say, 10 feet away, they've got a knife, broken bottle coming at me, I can just shoot him here in Tennessee.
10 feet, yes.
Inside a bar.
Absolutely.
No problem.
No problem.
Imagine a gun going off in a place like this.
It makes me nervous because at a bar people get drunk, they make stupid decisions.
Alcohol, testosterone, guns. Does that mix? No.
In Nashville, where some bars draw huge throngs of tourists, many employees are wary and worried, even if their gun-toting patrons are not the ones drinking.
Maybe this person who has the gun's not drinking, but the guy over here who's had several and has an attitude.
After a couple drinks and stuff, you know, they get their bigger muscles and they start getting cocky and, you know, they start swinging fists. I mean, I've seen people knock down chairs, you know, knock people out.
The permit holders believe they actually make bars safer.
Do I feel like I could stop someone from hurting innocent people? I think so.
If somebody had to defend themselves, they wouldn't shoot anybody unless they knew they can take a shot.
But these restaurant workers are not convinced even a sober shooter can hit the intended target in the chaos of a bar fight.
If my hand is the handgun and I were to point at this bad guy over here, the difference between this bad guy and someone who's literally 2 feet away is about that far. You're not talking about
fight, so
much.
someone pushes him.
You could just have multiple shots fired in just a matter of seconds.
Even Arrington, a longtime police officer, cannot shoot nearly as well when drawing a concealed weapon. Look at the difference. The blue target shows deliberate shots. The red one, a quick draw.
Even for an expert shooter like you, the more deliberate shot gets a better result.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The new Tennessee law does allow bars and restaurants to ban guns if they choose by posting no-gun signs like these, a choice that bar owners know may alienate many of their customers.
Would I rather not have to, say one way or another? Yes.
Nikki Gosher's choice is clear. She only wishes the law had been in place that April night in 2009 when she left her gun locked in her car.
Are you convinced that had you had your gun at that moment, you would have saved your husband's life?
I'll never know that, will I?
So now that .38 Special is always in her purse, locked and loaded, making her feel safer inside a bar or anywhere else. I'm Chris Bury for Nightline in Nashville, Tennessee.